I am your esteemed ring announcer for the evening, and it is so good to see each and every one of you here in person at the Malabar School Gymnasium in beautiful Mansfield, Ohio! And now, in order to honor the great nation that allows us to have fantastic cards, fantastic events like the one here tonight, if you could all please rise and point your attention to the American flag for our performance of national. Wrestling faithful, the American States Wrestling Alliance proudly brings to you ASWA Shocktober Showdown! Now, to kick things off here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you our executive event director. Give it up for Bad Boy Barry Hardy!
All right, Mansfield, Ohio. Are we ready for some serious tag team action tonight? Tonight we crown whoever is the best twosome in ASWA, and they take them in beautiful belts and defend them as long as they can. So I'm not going to say any more. Let's rock and roll.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we kick off tonight our tournament for the ASWA Tag Team Championships with our first match scheduled for one fall. Your official for this contest, referee Tim Porras. Introducing first, about to be accompanied to the ring by Wesley the Butler from high atop Status Towers, representing the status symbols. They are the team of Dalton Kingsley and Axel Fury. They are Status Symbols Beta.
My boys. Low Kennedy. I got you, Bouncer. Low Kennedy to my right and to his right. Hot Wheels. Boys. How are we feeling today?
Oh, feeling fantastic. Great to be at Shocktober Showdown, ASWA, Mansfield, Ohio. And the status symbols are making their presence felt as only they can. Hot Wheels, how are you, brother?
I mean, no surprise already. We just kick off the show, and already the status symbols are talking their trash.
Well, listen to this reception. They have it right.
I'm not excited by this start. Let's put it that way.
But Brother Bear, it's great to be here. Who do you got your eye on in this tag team tournament?
In this specific one, my sleeper team, I should say. Team open season, JJ DeVille and Robbie Collins.
Robbie Collins, of course, he's got the connection to the great Kid Collins. So yeah, I think that's a good sleeper pick. But keep your eye on both teams in the status symbols. Random Pain has always got a plan.
That he does. I don't agree with none of his tactics, but I will say he always steps ahead.
He's a dastardly individual. There's no doubt about that. But he'll do what he has to do to win. And that's the game of life, really.
I will be honest. This is a good team. I expect them to be a good team. I'm excited to see what we are going to get out of them. No, I wasn't the biggest fan of the status symbols the last time we were here in the Malabar Gymnasium, but I'm excited to see how this goes. This should be everybody's wild card pick, because this is a team that up until a couple of months ago, we didn't even know was going to be in this tournament and didn't even know it was going to be a thing.
It was really
because at the end of the show last month, or in August, this team formed under some very controversial stipulations. And so they are probably the wild card everybody's looking forward to.
Do you think any of the events from the last event will come into play tonight?
There you see him right there, the new Universal Champion, JJ DeVille, but his tag team partner, the former Universal Champion, the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins.
And of course, he has that veteran mentorship with Kid Collins. I know they're having some problems right now, but Kid Collins is legendary, and so you know he's passed that down to the Redneck Kid.
To ask Hot Wheels, you were there at the last event with me. Do you think this team will coexist tonight, or do you think it would be any bad blood held in Robbie Collins' mind?
Any team that can coexist against Madman Fulton, I think, has a shot. So I'm saying yes.
Brand new teams don't tend to work. The reality is this: the status symbols have the chemistry. They've been around. Random Pain has them under lock and key. We saw that when they came out here. He's not even in this match, and they were waiting on him like puppy dogs. I'm telling you, I think they've got a game plan. One of those two teams walks out with these titles tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, to catch you up to speed, last time we were all here in this one roof, there was a tournament for it to become the new ASWA Universal Champion. JJ DeVille won that tournament. Tonight, we are crowning new ASWA Tag Team Champions. And if you ask me, as I said earlier, my super pick is in that ring, team open season.
And you say that sometimes teams like this don't work well together. Well, there's one thing that can bring that all to a head, and that's the opportunity for gold.
No question about it. But gold, that desire doesn't top chemistry and familiarity.
Starting off this match, we have JJ DeVille and Dalton Kingsley. JJ's getting this crowd going.
Big lockup between the two gentlemen.
An aggressive lockup.
Aggressive is probably an understatement, but you can expect a whole lot of aggression out of the status symbols. If there's one thing they are, it's aggressive.
You know, I got to be honest, I was kind of curious who was going to come out here with the more swagger. I assumed it would be the status symbols just because they exude confidence, but I think I'm seeing a little bit more out of this team of open season. And already maybe getting in the head of the status symbols with a little show of some disrespect right there.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero.
I believe yesterday would have been Eddie Guerrero's 54th birthday. So R.I.P.
Rest in peace to Latino Heat.
Latino Heat.
I think J.J. DeVille's getting in Kingsley's head over here.
Oh, maybe not.
That's crafty. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it, but that's crafty. That's called strategy. The people in Mansfield need to understand that.
I think the only thing they understand right now is they don't like Actual Fury.
Well, they can dislike Actual Fury all day and like Hot Wheels, but the reality is that's a crafty move. Because like you said, getting in the head of the status symbols, well, we switched that up right there, didn't we? Certainly the feeling out process.
Oh.
The challenge is getting
Actual
laid
Fury
down.
calling out Robbie Collins.
I think he's going to get his wish, too.
The crowd wants to see it. Who could forget these two in the match they had last time?
I was just about to say, if I remember correctly, these two had one of the opening matches in that Universal Championship tournament, and Robbie Collins came out on the winning side.
And Actual Fury apparently has not forgotten.
Well, Fury has been scouting, no doubt about it, making light work of Collins thus far.
Ooh.
Look at the body shots from Actual Fury.
Nice European uppercut by Actual Fury.
Somewhere Random Pain is certainly smiling. Actual Fury, he is behaving like a status symbol, no doubt about it.
And the smile just faded.
Is he tearing the shirt off? Oh, wow.
Oh, this is going to be pretty, folks.
This is going to hurt. Jeez.
I don't know. I think he can do better. Let's see if he goes for another.
You know, this is how you know that
That was better.
this is how you know the redneck kid has got people fooled. How is that considered okay? That's pretty dastardly behavior on his part, really.
You know, I have no words.
That's because there's no defense for it.
Nice hard kicks by J.J. DeVille in the corner.
All I can say is that Actual Fury is getting lit up right now.
Well, all I'm saying is this. You know, everyone acts like open season are, you know, gentlemen. They do what they got to do and they behave well. Well, so far, there's not much there.
Quick double team move coming. Nice double drop kick.
I can tell you one thing for certain, Loganity. If you watch that Universal Championship tournament, J.J. DeVille does not act gentlemanly.
Not in the slightest. Quick with a spine buster by Robbie.
And yet, he's got all of these people in Mansfield and probably the people watching this at home fooled.
Hello? What is this?
A little 3D throwback?
It has the vibe.
What's up?
Definitely not something you want to be on the end of if you're Actual Fury, but
You know,
It didn't seem too nice to be on the giving end either, I would think.
I have my problems with the official for allowing such a thing to take place. Where is the control and order? This is a tag team match, not a tornado tag match.
Robbie got out when he was done.
don't tell me, just like Jason McCarthy, you are on the status symbol payroll. I had to put up with this once. You telling me I got to put up with it twice now?
No, I'm certainly not on the status symbol payroll. Brandon Payne and I have our differences. I'm about standing up for what's right. I mean, Brandon Payne is the same man that challenged me to a race. I have my issues with the man, but all kidding aside, I think some people are fooled
Nice right hand
by the charisma of one DeVille and Collins.
What a shot there taken by Actual Fury.
You talk about a tornado tag, Loganity, well, there you go.
Just quickly disposing of Kingsley.
Again, where is the control from the official?
Drop toe hold by JJ DeVille. Into the crossface. Robbie keeping Dick Kingsley out of the ring, and Axel Fury taps. Team Open Season moves on.
Submission, Open Season.
Look, I think you got to file a complaint with the board of the ASWA and Commissioner Hardy.
What is there to complain about?
The official had no control over this match. It might as well have been a tornado
He
tag.
had plenty of control over this match. It's just the status symbols did not know how to keep everything contained.
Look, this has less control, less self-control than Britney Spears' Instagram. I don't want to hear it.
Well,
You and Chase, I swear.
by hook or by crook, there are your winners right there, Open Season. And I gotta imagine they are probably right now the front runners for people who are probably in the driver's seat to win those tag titles.
There's still one more status symbol team to worry about, so let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, and speaking of the devil, here they come.
I would watch Brandon Payne with that kendo stick.
I'm certainly not going to look his way, that's for sure.
He looks angry, to say the least.
Who do you think's getting it?
Could we be seeing some status symbol dissension?
Oh, Brandon Payne wants to talk.
Listen, Axel, I brought you on to be a team player. Team player. This is not about you. It's not about him. It's about us all. And you dropped the ball.
Twice, may I add.
And when you drop the ball with the status symbol, there's got to be a repercussion. There's got to be a lesson. And when I say a lesson,
Jesus.
put it on him, boys.
Well, I gotta say I'm a little bit surprised by this, taking it to actual Fury.
I'm not surprised, not one bit. I saw this coming.
That's what you get. That's what happens.
This is called leadership, gentlemen. Leaders lead by example.
I think we can all agree at this table, Brandon Payne is a man of business, and when you don't handle your business, he handles you.
Well, even if I may not agree with the taxes, I do have to agree with that.
Leadership is tough decisions. Fury will be a better man in the long run because of this.
I think the question just remains, though, what does this mean for Axel Fury and the status symbols?
Well, look, we'll leave that to Brandon Payne and the powers that be. No matter what, he's going to be a better competitor.
Take him to the back.
Because he was taught a lesson.
Grab that money. Are you kidding me? He spit the money out. Hey, I got a mic. Nobody can hear you, little girl. I can hear you. That's it.
Brandon Payne just being all kinds of disrespectful to these fans.
She can do a Colgate commercial with that smile.
Look, you have to consider this. Look, you have to consider this. I have my differences with Brandon Payne. Truly, I do. We have not always clicked. But sometimes leadership is
Ladies
making
and
those
gentlemen,
tough
I am
decisions.
so very sorry for that vulgar display. But as it stands, the team of the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins, and the Universal Champion, JJ DeVille, they move on to the next round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament.
And at the end of the day, that's the story. Open season advances on, and we have more matches to cover.
No, the story is the referee might be on the tape. That should be the story.
If the referee was on the take, why didn't the status symbols win?
Because he might have been on the take of Open Season. Where was the control? How come Open Season had all the advantage?
train.
There's a train coming through, boys.
And yeah, another team that was formed just for this tournament. Michael Lionheart had his debut match last time we were here in Malabar Gymnasium. Had an ungodly opponent to go up against in form of the Living Nightmare, Jimmy Lee. Had a tall task ahead of him, but I believe that this team could be a dark horse for this tournament.
Mike and his tag team partner sure coming out with all the confidence in the world. But can a team that's been thrown together haphazardly win this tournament?
I don't think so. A haphazard team, any bias aside, the chemistry is so important. You know as well as I do, Brother Bear. The chemistry is so important. That takes familiarity. That takes time. And all kidding aside, with everything going on, we're coming out of the pandemic. We've had rebirth. These teams that have been thrown together, they haven't had the time and the reps to be as good as a Status Symbol or a Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, for that matter. A team that has a lot of time together. You can't beat that.
Just as you said, chemistry will play a very big factor, which is why teams like the Status Symbols, they will prevail in these kind of situations.
Well, let's see who their opponents are.
On a total combined weight of 415 pounds, they are the team of Izzy Lambert and Dalton Love. Together they are Love Poison.
And just like that, Michael Lionheart might have struck out twice, because this is no easy task.
Look, I know for a fact Jason McCarthy loves this team.
I believe it, and I do too. This is a very good team coming down the aisleway.
Izzy Lambert, former ASWA heavyweight champion. Boys, do you think he's all in for this match, or do you think he still wants the big one?
Look, I don't know about this whole Love Poison. I'm not sure if I trust it. I think this one is going to be too close to call.
Well, I think we can easily tell who the crowd is for already. Any team, though, that has the former world champion on it, I think I'm in favor of.
There's a reason it's former, Wills. Former. Time
But
has
you can't
passed.
discredit that. He had the belt taken from him. It's not like he lost it in a match, which we still have that tournament to come as well.
But what's the word? Former. Former.
By no fault of his own.
Hook or by crook. That's the world we're living in. You know as well as I do, Brother Bear.
And guys, what do you think of Izzy's tag team partner here, Dalton Love?
I got to be honest, I haven't seen much of them in the ring, but I do know that these two are very good in the ring chemistry-wise, and this should be a really good match. He looks the part. He definitely looks the part. So it should be interesting, but I imagine that we're going to see Izzy handle a little bit more of the workload here.
Anytime somebody looks the part, I get a little concerned.
Here we have starting off Michael Lionheart and Izzy Lambert.
Already playing some mind games, it looks like, getting the crowd in on it.
Izzy Lambert just constantly panders to these fans, and that is why former Universal Champion.
You and Jason and your outlooks on these situations, I swear, the only thing you haven't said that Jason has is egregious. And I feel that's coming out of your mouth sometime by the end of the night.
Well, I think it's egregious that you would compare me to another individual.
Good work of the arm by Michael Leonhardt, excuse me. But a good reversal from Izzy.
How come you got his name just right?
A little easier, a little easier.
Or is it not that easy, and it's the fact that you're showing some bias in your commentary?
It's on his pants, man. It's on his tights. I can see it. What Michael Leonhardt saw is Izzy coming full force at him like a Mack truck.
Who do you think the X factor is in each team?
Look, the X factor, I think, is you have to wonder when you consider the fact that everybody's been off because of the pandemic, right? The X factor is not one man. It's how long do these matches go. You got to think that everyone's stamina and cardio might not be what they usually would be. We're just coming out of this thing. ASWA just getting restarted. The Rebirth was the last show. I think it's more about cardio and stamina.
Well, in that case, I have to give it to Dalton. He looks the most in shape.
Looks can be deceiving. You know, most people don't know that I wear a fat suit 24/7.
I do think there is something to be said for the pain train, though. We talked about Michael Leonhardt and his match against Jimmy Lee. That was early on in the card. Izzy had to go through almost the entire card that night, the tournament, for the Universal Championship. He probably is feeling a little bit more worse for wear, at least from an overall standpoint, going on in this match. So
let's not forget he's had neck injuries as well.
And that chair shot he took by Malice at the last event.
He deserved it.
What did he do to deserve it? Tell me, Loganity.
Well, anyone that is going to be the former champion when you lose it during a pandemic and a show can't even be run says there's something wrong with you.
Good headlock here by Izzy Lambert. Really cranking on the head, but here we go to our vertical bases.
Wilbur Whitlock's finding himself in the same situation Micah was in.
That would be a yes.
Just continuing to pander. Again, this is why it's former. Look at him. He's just worried about this crowd too much.
But smarts there, going for the headlock, not falling for the tactics from Wilbur.
That's what championship DNA does to you, Logan Kennedy.
I don't see any championships.
You are just a... You are... Very smart wing awareness by Dalton cutting off the ring.
Again, working that arm of Wilbur. But a little bit of the strength factor taking over here, backing him into the corner. And a little cheap shot, low body blow.
Cheap shot.
As much as I usually agree with you, Hot Wheels, I have to give with Logan on this one. That was just awareness.
Look,
he had opportunity, he took it.
It's ring awareness. Speaking of ring awareness,
another good drop.
Uh-oh. Dalton might be in some trouble here. He didn't see the tag.
oh.
What a maneuver from the pain train.
Micah
And they may have taken the momentum completely back into their favor.
Maybe if he spent more time in the ring and less on those tights, he would have been more aware of what was going on.
I mean, we see how little time Micah takes in his ring gear, and it didn't do him any favors at Rebirth.
Well, who's got the favors right now? I can promise you, it's not Mrs. Love Poison.
I'll give you that one.
Trying to slow the pace down.
Not only that, picking up the aggression is Micah Leonhardt.
I'm sure you two gentlemen will find some problem with that.
And this is another smart tactic by Micah, keeping his back to Izzy, keeping Dalton from getting to Izzy. Did not work out that long. I stand corrected.
Brother Bear, there's the lesson to be learned as we speak.
And what is that lesson?
Just raining down the shots on Dalton Love.
Look, black shoes, basic black gear. I think he's spent more time training at the ASWA Center than Mr. Dalton, because look at those tights and look at his results.
And all joking aside, like we said, he did not have the greatest showing the first time we were here at the Malabar Gymnasium.
You can't hold that too much against Micah. He did have Jimmy Lee as an opponent.
He did, but I'm saying, coming into this match, you know he's wanting some retribution for that. He's wanting to show that he really can make a statement here in the ASWA.
I want retribution against him for making me throw up my lunch for looking at those tights.
That's Dalton.
Those tights need.
So you need us to say you're not a fan?
I just think when you're so focused on the look, it's a little too much. Let's consider one of the most iconic names in this business.
Is Micah trying to go for a sharpshooter?
It sure looks like it.
It
but
did not work.
Let's consider, gentlemen, seriously, one of the most iconic names in this business.
Hit.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Basic look.
Nice super kick there from Dalton Love.
Some would say it's a party. Some would say it's a party.
Who can get to their corner first?
Dalton scratching and clawing his way to the ring. Micah doesn't seem too much in a hurry to get there. Tags made by both people.
And here comes Izzy Lambert cleaning house.
Not even giving Micah a chance to get out of the ring.
Lambert looking like a man possessed.
Little
double time. I really thought that was it, boys. I really thought that was it.
It appeared for a second the Pain Train changed conductors. I'll have to admit that.
Well, it seems to me he's trying to knock him off track. Oh, Wilbur had that well scouted. What is Micah doing?
You want to talk about ref not having control?
I think it's fair. Look, it's a tag team tournament.
There was no tag made.
There's going to be some double teams.
Well, all I see here is odds evening.
Look, Hot Wheels, the referee's getting control.
Of the wrong person. Is he setting up? Twisted Esther. It's taking too slow to get to this pinfall.
Foot was on the rope. That's great ring awareness.
Michael blatantly pulled his leg. You could see it.
I didn't see anything.
I will give Micah credit. That is good looking out for your team.
That's great. That's great awareness. It's great awareness.
I may not agree with it, but that was good looking out on your tag team partner. If Izzy's got to be careful, though. Can't have his back too far looking the wrong way against the Pain Train.
Quick little roll up by Micah. His whole body's on the rope. Izzy's whole body was on the rope. What is this?
The official didn't see it, Brother Bear.
He was right in front of it. How did you not see it?
Sometimes a ref can be caught out of position. That's the way it goes. The Pain Train just poisoned Love.
Once again, Izzy's quest for championship gold has gone fruitless in this tournament.
His quest should change to a new barber.
That hair is iconic. Why would you cut that?
Some very frustrated individuals.
I would be too, on both ends.
Yeah, that's championship material. That's championship material.
You can't blame Izzy for being frustrated, Loganity. He's been screwed out of each match he's had.
Yeah, that's acting like a professional and a champion.
Well, he's justifiably upset. They should have not called the match.
Justifiably upset.
He got stripped of his championship a couple months ago. He shouldn't have lost this match because his foot was on the rope.
With that kind of behavior, he doesn't deserve a championship. Champions behave themselves in the good times and the tough, and right now he didn't do that. You have to admit that, Hot Wheels. He did not behave as he should have when it was an honest mistake from the referee. Maybe it shouldn't have happened, that's fine, but to have a tantrum.
once again, this referee is getting no love from the crowd.
I think this referee is just trying to do his damn job.
Yeah, he is.
And I mean, unfairly getting, frankly, his character assassinated from the fine folks here at Mansfield.
Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 380 pounds, they are the team of the last Mayan, Espiritu Maya, and the Kraken. Together they are the legends of the wrestling temple.
Gentlemen, Espiritu Maya and the Panther. I'm expecting high octane offense from them too.
I can tell you one thing. We've had a couple of knockout, drag-out slobber knockers, but I can tell you, I think the intensity and the high-flying ability just took to a whole new level.
They are the Universal Champion, JJ DeVille, and the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins. They are open season!
And here we have pulling double duty, Robbie Collins and JJ DeVille. How do you think this is going to turn out for them?
Well, I think right now you got to worry about fatigue. It hasn't been that long since they were in the ring. And while the match didn't go the longest, that's still wear and tear. That's still having to be in there and get beat down. You have to wonder how fresh they are, how much of a chance they've had to take to catch their breath. That's going to be the key here.
Yeah, especially like I just said, you know, it looks like we're going to see a little bit faster pace in this match looking at the other team in the ring. That doesn't fare well for open season right now. If the pace quickens, this could get very bad very quick for open season because they are gassed. They have to be at least a little bit of the wear and tear, feeling it from that last match.
Yes, you have two former champions in Robbie Collins and JJ DeVille. So maybe they're accustomed to going long bouts, going short break.
I think open season's run comes to an end right here and right now. I think the challenge of this tournament, and all these tournaments we're doing, is the fatigue factor. The stamina, having to do 2, 3, 4 matches in a night. It's tough to do at any time, but especially after a long layoff.
You would think that.
Well, some say I've never been wrong.
No, some don't know anything.
Look, I agreed with you once. I did. I thought I was wrong, but then I checked it out and I was right. I know. Darndest thing I've ever seen.
Some show of respect there between competitors. Back to a tie-up.
Nice little shoulder block by Robbie. Speed and quickness here by Maya. Nice hurricanrana.
Just as you were talking about, Hot Wheels, the pace is going to be at a breakneck pace during this match, and you got to wonder how that fares for open season.
Maya makes the tag. A little misdirection there. ducks for the clothesline, but has a drop kick waiting for him.
Yeah. JJ DeVille is going to be saying, my face hurts.
What? I believe Maya was going for a baseball slide. It did not work out.
Speaking of hurting.
See how round 2 goes.
And once again, open season has it scouted.
Going for the suicide dive, or someone called a torpe suicida.
I think most call it a tope suicida.
I disagree with those.
I call that a powerful slam that we just saw.
Well, we saw Chris Jericho on Rampage, especially tonight, talk about the value of a body slam. It might not be pretty, but it is effective.
And just like that, open season has taken control back of this match. And we talked about the fast pace, but looks like right now, for the most part, open season has gained control and set their own pace for this match.
I mean, as former champions, they should. They know how to control a fight. And that
JJ DeVille says, not so fast. I'm going to bring my partner in, too. But looks like Maya gets the most of it, laying waste to open season.
Nice insecurity.
Maya just ran into a double super kick.
Now that's a party.
What a
Nice speed.
spear. Goldberg would be proud.
I gotta say, I know we were talking about the rust that they might be feeling, or the wear and tear they might be feeling from their previous match, having already have a match, but I can't see it.
Open season by Robbie Collins. Is JJ setting up for a frog splash? He is.
I think that's ball game.
And you are right, Hot Wheels.
I tried to be fair here. You got to give it up to open season. They fought through any fatigue they may have had. And if anything, they looked better in the second match than they did in their first. Pretty incredible. But see, it's this kind of hot dog in a grandstand, and that I don't really care for.
But hot dogging, they got the win, they're leaving.
He's got to go say hi to the fans and give them the glad hand.
You got to show appreciation to those who help pay you.
Well, we've seen a couple matches. I think, again, open season seems like the team to beat. Open season seems like the team that needs to be beat right now. I mean, they've shown the most connection in the ring. They look good. The rust didn't really affect them from the previous match. I like open season so far.
Of course you do.
We still got lots more wrestling action for you as we move along in our ASWA Tag Team Championship Tournament. Moving on to our next contest, scheduled for one fall. Your official for this contest, referee Tim Porras. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 635 pounds, they are the team of Crosshair Kelly and Pat the Bruiser. Together, they are Warhorse!
Now, I have heard of this team before, and I must say, Pat the Bruiser is a very big man.
There's two things I want to see from this team. I want to see them in the ring, and I want to see them in a fast food line. I think they could do damage both times.
You would not want to see Pat in the fast food line. You want to go heads up with this man in a fast food line.
Can you imagine when they do cannonballs?
There's no water left.
I imagine the whole pool goes empty. All jokes aside, though, I mean, this is an incredible looking team. I know I just talked up open season, but you got to imagine this team might be a tough task to take for any team.
And this team isn't thrown together. They've been a team for quite some time.
Especially, and no disrespect to open season, but especially when you consider the fact that now open season is 2 matches in.
Yep.
And Warhorse looks fresh as daisies.
I feel bad for these men opponents.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 633 pounds, they are the team of Tommy Chill and Cyrus Poe. Together they are the Black and Blue Crew.
I take it back.
I do. I take every single word I said back. These men are just about twice the size almost as Pat the Bruiser.
Look, gentlemen, it's ironic that they're called the Black and Blue Crew, because that's what they're going to look like after Warhorse gets through with them.
I just hope the ring can take it. I mean, that's a lot of massive man right there.
That is a lot of weight.
If a superplex takes place, we might make the Richter scale.
Okay, Loganity, Hot Wheels. In the triple threat match in the buffet line, you have Pat the Bruiser versus the Black and Blue Crew.
I gotta go, Pat. Golden Corral is not ready for the kind of damage it would do.
I have to agree.
I have no idea who I would have in this one.
I know that I like to watch it from afar.
I feel like Pat would have the advantage, seeing as how he has a little more mobility on him, but Cyrus Poe looks like he can eat anybody at a house at home.
All I know is I said that there were some slobber knockers at the beginning of this tournament. I think we're about to see the granddaddy of them all of slobber knockers between these two humongous teams.
Humongous is the word. There is a lot of beef. There is a lot of beef. These 4 gentlemen put protein on plates with regularity.
And Crosshair Kelly showing no signs of fear to either man.
I do not envy referee Tim in this match.
I don't think I would envy anybody.
Look, I was all over him about Control during the first match, but Control is going to be hard to come by here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that man a break.
Can we throw out the rules and make this a tornado tag team match?
At this point, I don't think anybody would stop these men if they chose to make it a tornado.
All I know is if they're all 4 hungry at the same time, it is a tornado.
And Cyrus Poe calling out Pat the Bruiser.
It looks like if these 4 were hungry at the same time, it would look like Ricky Bobby's dinner table.
I think we're getting a body slam challenge being thrown out here, guys.
This harkens you back to the days of Andre the Giant and Big John Studd.
Yes, but Andre won that competition. Which one would you call Andre in this case?
I'm not going to make a call here, Brother Bear.
Don't seem any slamming to be going on right now.
I think that body slam challenge did not work out the way he thought it would.
I mean, maybe Tommy Chill's going to take a crack at it. Who knows?
Tommy Chill waiting on, I'm sure, the next hot Netflix release.
Big man got the speed on him. All right, Pat.
And good strategy, going low, trying to take the legs out from underneath these giants of men.
In a word, ladies and gentlemen, behemoths.
That's the one I was looking for.
I found all 4 of them.
Nice.
Got a stalemate.
I think I can feel the earth quaking already.
I'm not sure the Malabar School Gymnasium can hold these four. Some aggression. Of course, when you're part of a tag team like Warhorse, you expect aggression in spades. Tommy Chill, not so chill with that slap in the face. Chill working him over like a part-time job. Tommy Chill.
And this is not where Crosshair Kelly wants to be, away on the other end of the ring from his partner.
Crosshair Kelly is in the crosshairs. Team, the Black and Blue Crew.
You spent all night coming up with that one, didn't you? Kick out at one by Crosshair Kelly.
And came up with authority with those chops.
As the woos echo throughout the gymnasium, paying homage to the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah, but he took a little bit too much time, kind of gloating about it, as Kelly's now stuck in the corner.
I don't think Cyrus plans on letting him out anytime soon.
The reports has got to get this under control. Could be a disqualification soon.
Like you said before, I don't think I want to be the guy that tells them.
No, I don't also want to be that guy, but I'm also not getting paid to be in the zebra stripes.
Well, 1, 2, 3, not it.
What are we playing, a little game of nose goes, or?
If that's the case, my nose is touched. I'm not going.
Well, I hate to tell Pat the Bruiser, but he's it.
I think the ring just moved a few inches.
I think you're right. I really do.
I think it's sunk a few inches. Hard shot by Tommy Chill.
I'll tell you what, that last name seems to be false advertising.
Why would you say that?
He doesn't seem too chill to me. Everything's coming in pretty stiff.
He has a very chill demeanor about him, which is what makes him dangerous in these kind of situations. It's when he's upset.
It's like a locomotive on the tracks.
Could we be setting up for the body slam? Oh, no. Oh!
The big fella can't stay upright.
Running senton by Tommy Chill. Pin set broken up by Crosshair Kelly. And a slap to the back of the neck. Well,
a rake of the eyes. Old school as it gets, but it's crafty. When you're in a jam, Tommy Chill's finding out the meaning of the term warhorse.
Crosshair Kelly making a mistake doing that.
And he paid for it right there. Again, a little bit, just too much talking going on. Something you can't afford to do with the Black and Blue Crew.
Mixed with the big boot, and Crosshair Kelly with a big boot of his own. Kick out at 2.
Tommy Chill beginning to show some signs of wear and tear, a little fatigue. The one thing, gentlemen, about guys these size is you got to imagine their cardio isn't quite what somebody else like the Redneck Kid would be.
Yes, but you also have big men like Keith Lee who can go for hours in the ring.
Absolutely. There are anomalies. There is an exception to every rule.
Rope burn here by Pat the Bruiser.
It's not pretty, but it is effective.
And again, like we talked about, that control starting to get a little out of hand.
Referee doesn't know who to stop.
Well, how on earth are you going to stop these guys? Can you imagine the damage they do at Thanksgiving?
The kitchen's under construction for 2 weeks after it's
I
over.
guarantee you.
Imagine Thanksgiving in the same house with these 4 men.
It's like a pop-up KFC on Allen Creek.
What
Goodness.
a shot.
Tommy Chill is anything but.
Smart to take the pin by your own corner.
But again, just a 2 count.
I'll give Tommy Chill credit. Lots of tenacity. Lots of tenacity.
Cyrus not taking exception to that.
He didn't even budge off the apron. And that was a stiff shot.
Speaking of stiff shots.
Tommy trying to get some kind of momentum back here.
It's getting stiffer than a Mansfield drink on a Saturday night.
There's that eye rake again. Just when Tommy gets some kind of momentum, it's quickly taken away from him.
Warhorse doing a good job of keeping Tommy Chill isolated in their own corner.
No question about it, Brother Bear. At this point, you may need to get in there and help out Tommy Chill.
Me?
Well,
look at the eyes of Crosshair Kelly. Just pure aggression.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, my Lord.
And it doesn't get any better.
Tommy Chill at the pure mercy or lack thereof of Warhorse.
But he still kicks out.
And with authority on that one. Shoved him off.
No one's ever called Tommy Chill a genius. Boy, that's, you talk about more guts than brains, gentlemen.
It's that will to win. He wants championship gold like anybody else in this tournament.
His tag team partner trying to will him up. Along with this capacity crowd here at the Malabar Gymnasium. Can Tommy get to the corner? Can he make the tag?
If he stays in it much longer, he might be getting to the ambulance.
Double clothesline ends well for no one.
Great minds think alike, as they say.
I'd call that one a 3.5 on the Richter scale.
I know I quivered.
I don't know. There was an echo. The ring shook. Not good for Tommy Chill, and he tags in Cyrus Poe.
Business.
A fresh Cyrus at that.
Could we see it? He tried to go for this earlier.
You got to wear Pat down first. He has him up, and he's down.
Oh, my goodness.
Going for the double. And he gets it.
You got to give Pat some credit. Tenacity. Tenacity. Showing a lot of fortitude is Warhorse. Momentum was not on their side.
Oh, with authority. 1, 2, 3.
And if you had any question, folks, if the ASWA rings are the highest in quality, they just took on those 4 beefy individuals, and those rings somehow withstood it all. Warhorse might be your next tag team champions.
And you see Crosshair Kelly claiming victory in this tournament, but will he be right?
Well, I can tell you one thing. They just made an absolute statement with that.
We're the next ASWA tag team champions. Let them know.
Well, I'm inclined to believe him.
I mean, after the showing they've had here tonight.
I'm inclined to believe him.
When he slams a table like that, I might Look, it's tough to disagree. It's tough to disagree.
Looked me dead in the eye as he said it too, so I'm inclined to believe.
Give credit to Black and Blue Crew, though. They put on an incredible performance. Came in just a little bit short.
Why do we give credit for losses?
I'm just saying, they put up a great fight. It was a good match.
Should we give credit for losses?
I mean, it was a hard fought battle.
Oh, so we're gonna play participation trophy?
All right, folks.
I'm just saying it was a good match. Just saying it was a good match.
Into the next round of the ASWA Tag Team Championship Tournament. But we move on to our next contest. Scheduled for
The camera loves me.
I don't know
your official
why.
for this contest, referee Mako Kalin.
And there we go with the crowd again, not too happy.
Mako Kalin is not a very beloved man, but again, the fine folks here at
Introducing first,
Gymnasium haven't shown to be a great judge character all night long, to be honest.
173 pounds. They are the team of Micah Leonhardt and Wilder Whitlock. Together they are Pain Train.
And Pain Train for the second time tonight, making their appearance in this tournament. Folks, how do you think they're going to fare in this one?
Again, you do have to wonder at this point about the fatigue factor. They were in there a long time, just kind of slid by with a W.
And you got to imagine it doesn't fare well. Just keep in mind, there are still teams we have not seen in this tournament, so they could be drawing a very short straw, depending on who their opponent is.
Well, it all depends on how the bracket will shape out.
As of right now, they don't seem too worried about anything. They seem to have it all on lock.
Well, when you still have a shot at tag team gold, you shouldn't have any worries. You should have nothing but confidence.
As long as there are teams like Open Season, and I hate to say it, but the status symbols, I'm very worried if I were them.
Well, it seems they subscribe. The Pain Train subscribes to that old saying. You remember this one. Hakuna Matata.
And their opponents at a total combined weight of 525 pounds. They are the team of the Living Nightmare, Jimmy Lee and Kenny Henrdrix.
What was that I said about being worried?
The Jimmy Henrdrix Experience.
I said teams like Open Season and teams like Status Symbol. This is another team I would be very worried about.
The ghost of Rebirth come back to haunt Michael Leonhardt. Jimmy, the Living Nightmare, is back in the Malabar Gymnasium, and he brought a friend.
Making their way to the ring in monstrous different ways. Living Nightmare. Lifting lids and moves like this. Then you got people like Kenny Henrdrix, who is this monstrous man.
Frankly, he's got all these people fooled. Absolutely fooled.
You want to go over and tell him that?
I'm just an announcer.
I just saw him spit blood. I think I'm good.
You're just the announcer that wanted me to hop in the ring with Warhorse and the Bruce. No. You get up and go over there.
Go ahead, Loganity. The floor is yours.
Hold on. Look, first of all, for you guys to assassinate my character like that is heinous. Secondly, Brother Bear, I just know that you're a little bit more fleet of foot than I am. You strike me as a guy that could get in there right now and hold your own.
Those were 4 men that could eat me alive. And I'm just the appetizer. They'll see you next.
Look, I will call my lawyer. I will not be harassed.
Some early mind games there.
Wilbur not wanting any part of this.
Again, look, all respect to Jimmy Lee. He's a great veteran. He's had some great matches in his illustrious, lengthy career. But, I mean, he's throwing jackets. He's threatening to throw chains. Somebody could get seriously hurt before the bell even rings.
It's okay. They swapped back. They're good.
And Wilbur Whitlock claiming victory, and the match hasn't even started. Bell hasn't even rang.
I agree. You have to wonder if Jimmy Henrdrix Experience shouldn't be disqualified for this heinous behavior.
For throwing a jacket before the match even started?
That could hit me.
But you're not in the match.
It came this way. A particle could have came off and got me in the eye. You never know. Accidents happen, Hot Wheels.
Well, sadly, the match has not been ended yet. There is no disqualification yet.
The match hasn't even started yet.
Frankly, he shouldn't be allowed to wear such...
And there we go.
Such machinery to the ring. It's unsafe.
Well, no matter what you feel, I guarantee Michael Leonhardt is not looking forward to this. A rematch from ASW Rebirth.
If I had to be in the ring with Jimmy Lee, I wouldn't look forward to it either.
Fair. Very fair.
Michael better watch turning his back on Jimmy Lee like that. That could cost him big time.
Well, he's trying to get the crowd to simmer down. Obviously, they paid good money, but come on, let's not distract the athletes here.
He should focus on the match at hand and let the crowd talk.
When you had someone screaming at you, it's tough to focus.
A little old school test of strength maybe here. I know who my pick is.
Oh.
Because he knows he would have lost the test of strength. Crafty as it may be, that's just the truth, gentlemen.
I
don't think anybody's going to win this test of strength.
There's no test to be had. Kenny wins hands down.
The Jimmy Henrdrix Experience test my patience, I can tell you that.
Kenny Henrdrix is making Michael Leonhardt look like a child, a literal child right now.
We all know there's only one Henrdrix that even matters, and it's not Kenny.
Well, in this match, he is the one Henrdrix that matters. Hot Wheels, who do you have going in this match?
I mean, I have to look at the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience and look at the absolute brutality that's in that ring. I mean, it's bad enough you have the living nightmare Jimmy Lee. Then you add in Kenny Henrdrix into that mix, who is just an absolute monster of a man. It's kind of crazy looking at the last match we just had, and to think there's one more guy that could make them look even, make him actually look small, and that is Jimmy Henrdrix, or Kenny Henrdrix, excuse me.
I will say, if this was a clean fight, I would give it to the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, but I can't take away from the mindfulness of Pain Train. They could pull something out to give them the win.
Clean fights are overrated, gentlemen. You want gold, you do what you got to do to get there.
And if you would believe one Mr. Loganity, the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience has already played a little unfair.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, look at the mental mindset you got to be in if you're Pain Train. You got to look out for a jacket, whatever that thing is that Jimmy Lee carries around ought to be condemned.
I believe that's a victim of a spinal grinder.
And from the looks of it, it does look very condemned.
I mean, frankly, the city of Mansfield ought to make sure it's not allowed in schools. I mean, there are children here.
That's a bunch of hard chops to the chest.
The only nightmare that Jimmy Lee brings is the nightmare of having to watch him.
Oh, Michael got the boot up right on time.
And great ring awareness, bringing him to the opposite corner from his partner.
The question is, though, can he keep Jimmy isolated?
That remains to be seen, but right now they got a good shot at it.
Just as I say that Jimmy Lee takes control of this match.
Do you think it's a good strategy, gentlemen, to isolate Jimmy of the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience? Is there reason to believe that maybe Kenny is the one they should be trying to isolate?
It is a nice strategy to keep both men isolated whenever you have the chance. Keep one monster away from the other.
Key word in that being chance.
Now, if I continue to see this beatdown, there's a chance I'm going to lose my lunch.
Oh, Kenny got to watch shoving the ref like that. They can end up disqualifying him.
Why isn't he disqualified right there?
Why didn't the ref count?
The referee is a human being who is out of position and made a mistake.
Or maybe the ref's in cahoots with the pain train.
I did see them schmoozing it up a little bit before the start of the match.
If he was in cahoots with the pain train, this match would be thrown out as it should be. He assaulted an official.
Smart, quick, fresh tags by Pain Train. And Micah has a smile on his face with all this.
Laying in some heavy chops.
Keep the big man in the corner, wear him down. Smart strategy by Michael Leonhardt.
Just some aggressive shots to the midsection.
Henrdrix is a veteran. He's been doing this 20-plus years. Again, you got to wonder about the ring cardio condition.
I don't think anybody has to worry about the condition of Kenny Henrdrix. He looks very much in shape.
Looks can be deceiving, Brother Bear. Speaking of, that was a deceivingly slow count to me.
So it was a fast count.
And
oh, come on. What's this?
As I said, Pain Train pulling out all the stops to make sure they're wearing down Kenny.
Putting out all the stops, Jimmy Lee is acting like a lunatic.
Because his teammate is getting absolutely just clobbered.
Pick a better teammate.
He's having his partner's back. That's what camaraderie is.
Having your partner's back is behaving like somebody that ought to be in the reformatorium down the street.
Well, as you've like to said the whole night, maybe the ref should do a better job. Now I see why he gets booed every time he comes out here.
Maybe the ref is human and makes a couple of subtle errors.
Subtle?
Look, it's like I tell Buckeye fans. If you got to complain about what officials do when a certain fumble takes place, then you probably didn't do your job.
Well, let's not go down that rabbit hole, but look at this.
Big miss on the splash.
Tag.
Jimmy coming in to clean house.
And doing a fine job of it.
And as for your Buckeye comment, Logan, you can leave.
Look, no national title there to be found. That's all I'm saying.
Jimmy looking for a noggin knocker. Meeting of the minds.
Not a meeting I would like to attend.
Especially if the meeting is in Jimmy Lee's head. Nice reversal there by Wilbur.
You got to give it up to Pain Train, gentlemen. They seem to be really tacticians, strategists. You know, that as much as we don't want to necessarily applaud Garwell usage, you have to admit it's an effective strategy.
Very effective, especially when these two are your opponents.
I will say Wilbur had a great strategy there, just weakening the arm a little bit on the barricade. And you see Michael Leonhardt taking full advantage and including his teammate.
Trying to weaken and take away the power game of Jimmy Lee.
Yep. And if you're Wilbur Whitlock and Michael Leonhardt, that's very smart strategy. If Jimmy Lee doesn't have that arm, he can't do the spinal grinder to the full effect.
And the Lord knows that will be a blessing to all of us.
little blessing for his opponents in the ring. I, for one, would not like to be around that man if he loses his temper.
Look, I'm not sure Wilbur even needs the blessing that we're talking about here. Jimmy Lee looks to certainly be up against it.
Quick little roll through by Jimmy Lee, tagging to Kenny Henrdrix. Sends Micah to the ground, Wilbur to the mat.
Say what you will about Kenny Henrdrix, but that man is a locomotive in there.
I feel like he's a locomotive anywhere he goes. You see how big this man is?
That's tactical. We're working on that. You could tear an ACL. Of course, there's meniscus in there.
Nice scoop slam by Kenny Henrdrix. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Wilbur Whitlock.
You sound real excited, Brother Bear. We're supposed to be unbiased.
I very much am unbiased.
Well, I've sat with you all night. Maybe you're hearing something different.
Kenny makes the tag. Where's the living nightmare have in store?
Hopefully
It's like the version of a heart attack.
referee's got to get control here.
I think that might be it.
1. Jimmy Lee and Kenny Henrdrix, the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience advance.
Notice how it took a double team.
Notice how that's been happening all night.
Jimmy Lee, the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience.
Look, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. It took a double team to defeat Pain Train after Pain Train had already competed once tonight.
Those are the rules of the tournament bracket, but unfortunately they paid the price. Once again, like I said, the ghost of ASW Rebirth come back to haunt Micah Leonard. Jimmy Lee coming out on top alongside his partner Kenny Henrdrix. The former tag team champion still in this match, or in this tournament.
My man, Cooper, that's very important I get your comments because, gentlemen, you were the former ASWA Tag Team Champions before the belts were taken away from you. Now, what is your strategy going into this tournament? What is your strategy to get you to the finals? I must ask.
You know what? Because Jimmy Henrdrix Experience is the best tag team in the ASWA and probably the world. What do you think, Kenny?
Without a doubt. We were on tour before we sat down. We're going to be on tour again with the belts.
And you know what? Before this night is over with, everybody's gonna scream!
And here come the status symbols taking care of business and getting a leg up on the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience.
Maybe, just maybe, if the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience weren't so busy talking, they'd have been prepared for the status symbols.
There was no reason to be prepared. They just wrestled a hard match. Oh no.
Well, they're about to take a hard
Pain and
fall.
Axel Theory.
Oh, come on! This is absolutely disgraceful.
Look, Fury's got to get back in the good graces. This is how you do it.
Taking out Jimmy Lee's arm so he cannot use that spinal grinder.
Yeah, look, Jimmy Lee, he's screaming now.
I can't believe this. Then again, I shouldn't be surprised. This is ridiculous.
I don't see why you'd be surprised in the first place. This is typical status symbol behavior.
But we have to wonder, General, what does this mean for the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience the rest of this tournament? Jimmy Lee took an incredible amount of punishment to that left arm with that steel chair, as Mr. Henrdrix points out to us.
I think it's just simple. Wherever the status symbols go, trouble follows.
Yeah, the trouble seems to follow for Jimmy Lee.
Can you see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
Hello, my lovely Paniacs. I am just making my way around the ring. I have found another fan here at ASWA Shocktober Showdown here in Mansfield, Ohio. I'm Lady Payne, and this is
Alice Williams. Have fun, everyone, and be safe.
Absolutely. And how long have you been coming to the shows?
I've been watching it every day, every night.
Awesome. Well, that's great. And who would you say is your favorite wrestler?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
That's awesome. Okay, so which tag team do you want to see win tonight?
Junkyard Dog.
Awesome. I like it. Alrighty, Paniacs, you heard it here. I'm Lady Payne here for Score on Air Network. We will be right back. Hello, my lovely Paniacs. It's Lady Payne again for Score on Air Network. We are here at Shocktober Showdown, and I am here with two faithful fans. What's your name first?
Alec.
Alec?
Carter.
Carter. And Alec and Carter, how long have you guys been coming to the shows?
This is my first time.
This is your first time? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And what do you think about it so far?
I love it.
You love it? That's awesome. How about you, Carter?
First time.
First time? What do you think about it?
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, you guys heard it here. All right. So who would you say is your favorite wrestler so far?
Izzy.
Izzy? Yeah, Izzy's awesome. How about you?
I think it.
Random Pain?
Yeah.
Random Pain, really? Ooh, awesome. You guys heard it here. We have our first interview with a Paniac, I guess, here on Score on Air Network, and I am Lady Payne. We will be right back.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score on Air Network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
You like movies?
I love movies.
You like action movies?
I love action movies.
You guys like movies? Did you know that yours truly and many other ASWA wrestlers are in a movie coming out? Escape from Death Block 13 comes out on DVD and Blu-ray in November and is limited theater release right now. So you'll see me and Kenny Hendricks, Kid Collins, Robbie Collins, J.J. DeVille, Izzy Lambert, and a whole bunch of other ASWA stars in Escape from Death Block 13. What do you think of that, Cody White?
I think that sounds awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Escape from Death Block 13 is the action movie of the year, and you'll see the stars of the ASWA on the silver screen, including the Living Nightmare.
And you'll see screams all night long, Cody White.
I'm Nicholas Kovacs. Laszlo was my brother. You owe for his family $12,750.
Assault, attempted murder, extortion charges. That judge is going to throw the book at you. We could use your help.
What do you want from me?
You're going to be sent to Pleasant Hill. Now, some of the inmates there, they have knowledge about the drug smuggling ring. You're going to be my ears, my eyes. If you hear, see something, you let me know.
Prisoner 258, step out of your cell.
You've been here like what, 21 hours? You already thinking about escaping? We're going to fight back.
Get back, you are.
Come on, let's go this way.
I want them dead. Finish the job.
Who's he working for? FBI? DEA? That dude is bad news.
Get their attention.
Life's out of control.
The following is a broadcast produced and starring students from the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus and their sports program, Score on Air.
Who's ready for the second half of ASWA Shocktober Showdown? Who's ready to crown new ASWA Tag Team Champions? Let me hear you! I love it. I love it. I love your energy. Y'all are on my level right now. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm here for it. And we are not going to go without any further delay, folks. It's time to move on to our next contest, scheduled for one fall. And your official for this contest, referee Michael Sandy. Introducing first, from high atop Status Towers, representing the status symbols, about to be accompanied to the ring by Wesley the Butler. They are Random Pain and the Bouncer. Together they are Status Symbols Alpha. Status Symbols.
Started off after the vicious, disgusting assault that these men laid out on the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, and now they have the audacity to come out here and just gloat like they don't even care.
I mean, in doing what they did, they made the competition for them a little easier. They have all the right to be confident right now.
Look, you don't have to like it, but it's crafty.
The Bouncer tearing up a fan's side.
I have my differences with Random Pain, as I've said. He is the kind of man that challenged me, a man that has cerebral palsy. He challenged me to a race in the Ohio Media School parking lot. That's the kind of man you're dealing with. A sick, twisted individual, but you can't deny he has the brains.
Yourself just admitted to everything, not
smart
everything,
or not, it was
like the one despicable act that you had with him, and you still approve of their tactics.
It's not that I approve of those tactics at all. It's that I understand that there is a purpose behind it, whether I like it or not, and I don't. But you have to understand that there's a purpose behind it.
Their opponents.
And that's why they're my favorites to win this whole tournament.
Tonight at a total combined weight of 3 full-grown African elephants. They are the team of Papa Dingo and Tanu. Together they are the Kibuku Warriors.
Well, they were so worried about the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, but I would say that they are definitely going to have to be worried about what they're about to experience next.
I'm convinced for this whole tournament, they found the biggest men possible just to go at each other. Is that Michael Myers?
And it looks like the Kibuku Warriors have enlisted the help of Michael.
No, I think the status symbols invested in that.
The status symbols have always got a plan, boys. I've been trying to tell you.
Well, I I don't think that fazed them very much, and if anything, I'm sure that just kind of made them mad.
Well, look, the Caboclo Warriors, you know, Caboclo, that translates in certain translations to hippo. So that really says all you need to know.
So I see some hungry hippos ready to eat the status symbols.
So
Brandon Payne has always got a plan.
The real question is, who's starting this match?
Well, if I had to be honest with you, gentlemen, if I was the bouncer or Brandon Payne, I wouldn't want to start it.
I don't think either of them want to start the match.
So, Legandity, tell me, who do you have in the buffet line? Tanu or Cyrus Poe from the Black and Blue crew?
I'm going to go Tanu.
I would take that as well.
I don't have to think about it that much. Tanu is he's what you'd call a buffet boy.
Right now, Brandon Payne going at it with Papa Dingo. And it does not seem like Brandon Payne wants anything to do with him.
Look, Brandon Payne's been at this a long time. There's those older injuries can creep up on you at the worst moments. And I think that's what's happened here.
Well, it looks like Papa Dingo wants in this match.
No, that's Tanu.
Or Tanu, excuse me.
Tanu, a man who I'm sure will be heading to the nearest fast food joint as soon as the show is over. The bouncer doesn't want to hear to these fans.
The bouncer does not want any parts of Tanu.
Is he really going to do a test of strength?
I don't think this is a smart strategy on the place of bouncer.
I have to agree with you. You know, we've clashed some, Brother Bear. But why would you want to make Tanu angry?
I think he lost all feeling in his shoulders.
And just got a concussion.
And now has angina.
And the bouncer is getting bounced around like he's in a bounce house.
Brandon Payne does not want in at all.
Look, I'm a believer in the strategy of the status symbols, but I am not a believer in whatever the bouncer was trying to pull there. Why would you want to make either one of the Kabuki Warriors angry?
Brandon Payne seems to be having an issue with the bouncer right now.
Now he's going to have an issue with Tanu. It's going to take some of the wise, crafty strategy of Brandon Payne and the bouncer to outsmart the Kabuki Warriors. Body slam.
I give bouncer credit where it's due. He took that clothesline like a champ. And here comes Papa Dingo.
Papa Dingo, and Papa looks hungry.
Is his stomach made of brick?
And they're just toying with the status symbols.
Brandon Payne has got to have a level of anxiety that has to frankly mess with your bowels at this point. When you look at the Kabuki Warriors, just turning the bouncer, who's no small man himself, into a plaything.
Oh my God, no. Oh, Jesus.
I don't know how the ropes held him.
Well, you talk about Mr. Brandon Payne and all his ingenious plans. I can't wait to see this one.
Me too.
What plan do you possibly have for these two mammoths?
Run and hide.
A lot of good that's doing the bouncer now.
Look, Brandon Payne is a master of strategy. Again, I don't approve of his tactics, ladies and gentlemen. But the results are what the results are.
Well, the result is this. The bouncer is getting his head ping pong ball back and forth.
Could you imagine if one of these men came off the top rope?
Frankly,
weren't we talking about Richter scales earlier?
This is just a scary. Oh my God!
I think that would create a sinkhole.
I'm surprised that splash didn't create a sinkhole.
That wasn't smart.
Certainly, there is panic in the pain in the face of Brandon Payne. Pardon me.
The bouncer's punching is having no effect on Tanu.
And right now, the bouncer's got to be asking himself, is the one in the middle Tanu?
Well, right now, if I was the bouncer, I'd be asking, why am I in this ring?
The bouncer may have saved, and I don't mean to be hyperbole here, folks, his own life.
I think the ring almost fell over.
By avoiding.
But you gotta wonder, is this a smart move? I understand he's got the upper hand, but should he not tag his partner in?
Well, quite honestly, if I'm the bouncer, I don't think there's no point in tagging Brandon Payne. And Brandon Payne just tag right back out again.
That's also a fair point, but there is that tag, High Wheels. And Brandon Payne puts a boot right to the midsection. And he brings that elbow. He's going to give him a shoulder thrust, another one.
Well, give the bouncer some credit. He's bought the status symbols possibly some momentum here, as they finally have gotten the Kabuki Warriors down to the ground, down to the mat.
And Brandon Payne is not so random with his kicks, if you catch my drift. He went a little, I believe in the restaurant business, they call it south of the border style.
But how much longer can he keep Tanu down?
Probably a wise idea by Brandon Payne. Get another tag. The bouncer.
Yeah, at this point, you really want to try to get as many fresh tags as you can. Give each other a few quick breaths, get back in the ring, and try to keep Tanu as far away from his partner as possible.
And the bouncer just bounced Tanu with that clothesline. Got the knee right in the throat region.
I know all night we talked about isolating
off
your
some
opponents. This is the best example of doing so.
You know, if you start cutting off the flow to that carotid artery, you know, right into that jugular region, I don't care how tough the Kabuki Warriors are, you're not going to move if you can't breathe and think.
Well, if I'm the Kabuki Warriors, there's not really a lot of thinking that needs to be done, aside from beat the crap out of Brandon Payne and the bouncer.
I don't know how much those shots are working for Brandon Payne, and wisely making the tag and getting out of there as quickly as possible.
Honestly, if I'm the bouncer, I'm going back in the locker room. There is no need for this.
The scream Tanu just let out was blood curling.
There are two kinds of people you never hit in the head: Samoans and African Warriors. It has no effect on those people. I think that did damage to Tanu.
I don't know. It looks like maybe did a little damage to himself, or either that or he's just shaking off the cobwebs, but
smart thing for Tanu right now is to get the Papa Dingo.
Papa Dingo may be moving the ring as he bounces up and down.
And there's no May. It definitely is.
But this will be a big tag if he can get it. He's been on that apron.
There's the tag to Brandon Payne. There's the tag to Papa Dingo. Dingo Payne. Your winner is Dingo. Papa Dingo.
smart move by Brandon Payne. He's a legal man, and he rolls out the ring.
Papa Dingo may be in for a new name. At this rate, he might be the status symbol's newfound daddy.
And Dingo was his name-o.
And Dingo was his name-o.
Oh, no. What are they doing?
The bouncer.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Whatever it was, it hurt.
That's a lot of weight.
The lumbar section of the bouncer's back is done. It's over. It's done.
I haven't seen anybody do that much damage to a lumbar since Cedric Alexander.
I'll give Brandon Payne credit. He got his tag team partner out of there.
Master strategist, Hot Wheels. Master.
But I don't think it's going to pay off in the end for him.
Well, it doesn't take a master strategist to recognize there's danger, and Brandon Payne is leaving his partner to the Wolves. Jesus.
Frankly, everybody here in Mansfield is going to have to stay after the show because we're witnessing assault.
Ref's still counting up to a count of 5.
I believe that Brandon Payne is still the legal man.
What is...
Wait a minute.
I think the master strategist has done it again.
You hate to see it, but you gotta give it due. It
Ladies
works.
and gentlemen, your winner by countout, Status Symbols Alpha.
I will admit, I don't usually like their tactics, but that was a very smart move. Just playing with them and toying with them until he got in.
Outsmarted the Kabuki Warriors. He did.
He did. He absolutely did.
The status symbols.
And I can guarantee the bouncer's very happy with that fact as well.
The bouncer will be happy when he realizes that they've beaten the Kabuki Warriors.
When he remembers who he is.
Yes.
Later on. But you have to wonder what could have been for the Kabuki Warriors. Just unfortunately outsmarted a little bit.
I don't think that seems to matter. They're having quite the time of their lives in that ring right now.
The Kabuki Warriors just got highway robbed by the master strategist of the status symbols, Brandon Payne. And not to be outdone, frankly, the bouncer taking that astronomical amount of punishment even gave the opportunity.
Oh.
Dingo and Tanu having some fun.
As the Kabuki Warriors even...
Ladies and gentlemen, Status Symbols Alpha have moved on in the ASWA Tag Team Championship Tournament.
Even touch our camera equipment.
They aren't the only competitors left, folks. We move on to our next contest, scheduled for one ball. Your official for this contest, referee Tim Porras. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 635 pounds, they are the team of Crosshair Kelly and Pat the Bruiser, the team of Warhorse.
Warhorse back out for their second match of the night. How do you see this one going?
Look, Warhorse is just that. Absolute mountains.
I'm confused. Did they change gear?
They've changed their gear even.
New round, new mindset, new gear. Could be a good day for the Warhorse.
Well, if you're that accustomed to war, it would make sense to have two different things of gear.
tell you, it's a shame that the Caboclo Warriors got outsmarted, because can you imagine the Caboclo Warriors and Warhorse?
You know, it's funny, just as they announced as Warhorse was coming out, I had that same exact thought of, we thought the Black and Blue crew was just gigantic in the ring with Warhorse. I would have loved to see that match.
And 98 pounds, they are the team of the ASWA Universal Champion, J.J. DeVille, and the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins. Together they are Open Season!
That being said, doesn't look like Warhorse is getting off too easy, as Open Season is their next opponent.
But Open Season's had to compete 3 times tonight.
How much of this match are you giving to Open Season, Hot Wheels?
And I know, Brother Bear, they're your sleeper team. Are you still feeling that way as they approach this contest?
I mean, it's the third match. While they are, in my opinion, the better suited for longer and more stretched out competition, again, third match, they have a serious weight disadvantage. And Pat the Bruiser looks like he's going to eat J.J. DeVille.
I was expecting to see Pat at the concession stand during intermission eating all the hot dogs.
No wonder why I didn't get one.
And as you can see, one of the crowd favorites here of the ASWA. This should be a good match. Two very good teams.
Team Open Season's going to have to use their agility and quickness to get around these two. A lot of good that does right now, though.
I don't think they utilized it very well.
You want to talk about quickness, the assault the Warhorse is putting on Open Season is quick.
This would be a good time for you, Logan Attic, to say, you know, where's the control?
I feel so much control.
You really are something else. You really are something else.
Well, that Loganity, it's not just a gimmick. It's a way of life.
It's a way of madness is what it is.
As you can see, Warhorse taking full advantage of the advantage they got early on with that attack on Open Season. Crosshair Kelly just taking his time. J.J. DeVille trying to mount a comeback here. Get some momentum back in favor.
Try as he might want to try to get the license plate to the truck that just ran him over.
And here comes the semi.
Kick out at 2 by J.J. DeVille.
I hope he got the insurance.
It doesn't matter if it's State Farm, Allstate, whatever it may be.
I myself have Geico.
Well,
oh.
He could save himself 15 minutes of punishment by forfeiting this match.
Well, he just lost 15 ribs with Pat the Bruiser stepping on his.
Again, like you guys talked about earlier, Open Season has already had a couple matches under their belt. This is Warhorse's second match, albeit a grueling match against the Black and Blue crew, but they still are the fresher team, and after already getting an advantage early on, you gotta wonder how much punishment can Open Season take.
And Pat the Bruiser using a new form of joint manipulation, stepping on the ankle of J.J. DeVille, preventing him from hitting that frog splash later on. And Crosshair Kelly continuing.
We're at Shocktober Showdown, and it's fitting because J.J. DeVille is screaming like he's in a Halloween movie.
Well, this is a horror show.
Look at the limb manipulation from Crosshair Kelly.
Pete Dunne somewhere would be so proud.
I mean, he has every body part, no pun intended, in his crosshairs, and he is taking advantage of every single second of it.
Well, Crosshair Kelly, you can tell, is a real cerebral competitor. I had the pleasure and privilege to help interview Warhorse with our cat lady tonight, Lady Payne. We used to do a show in the ring with Lady Payne. Had them on the show. They are as bright as they are big.
J.J. DeVille tagged to Robbie Collins, but the ref didn't see it.
And if the ref didn't see it, Brother Mayor, well, that's the way it is. The ref is, hey, he rolls in there, didn't see it. Frankly, probably a sly maneuver from Collins.
You didn't see Pat hop in the ring before that happened?
I didn't witness any of that.
What do you have glasses for, man?
Because I look so damn good in them, thank you.
And you can't see anything with them.
J.J. DeVille trying to get some kind of life back into that battered body of his. Makes the jump. Can he make the tag?
Robbie a little slow on that reach out.
I was going to say as well, it looked like he wasn't exactly ready for that.
Well, it looks like he might be ready to join Warhorse at the rate that J.J. DeVille is roadkill. It's a sly maneuver across her Kelly. You don't have to like it. Hey, the official's doing his best.
I'm surprised JJ has the strength to stand after that. Well, see, smart to cut off Robbie.
I'm telling you, they are as bright as they are big.
Robbie takes a shot, sent off the apron. For the moment, JJ's corner is empty.
And Robbie hasn't been in this match not one time. Oh, how are you alive? How are you alive? That man is well above 300 pounds, and he just stepped on your windpipe.
Crowd here in the Malabar Gymnasium trying to will J.J. DeVille to his corner, to his feet.
Try as you might, I think it's going to be futile for J.J. DeVille. He better thank his lucky stars that his Universal Championship is on the line.
Nice sunset flip. This does not look good. Oh.
Robbie Collins with the save.
Look, got to give it to Collins. Just doing what he can to keep his team in the match. But at this point, he may just be delaying the inevitable.
Crosshair Kelly yelling at JJ, you did this to yourself.
You have to agree. Frankly, it's greedy by J.J. DeVille to want the tag title. He's already Universal Champion. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with having ambition, and JJ has nothing but ambition. He wants more than just one belt.
Look, ambition is great, but hey, there's other great competitors here at the ASWA. Why does J.J. DeVille feel the need to insert himself in every tournament that this company has?
He wants to show pound for pound he's the best.
Well, for pound, he's getting his butt kicked.
Still just a 2 count, though. Still, whatever amount left, there is some fire left in J.J. DeVille.
Because even if J.J. DeVille pulls a rabbit out of the proverbial hat, this isn't for the tag titles yet. There's still more to go. You might as well live to fight another day, because the more damage you take now, maybe by the time we come back and win reunion, he'll be in no shape to defend his Universal Championship.
Key word you just said, it's not for the titles yet. J.J. DeVille and Robbie Collins both want gold. I know J.J. already has gold. Again, he wants more.
And all things considered, keep in mind there are other tag teams that have been in this tournament that have faced some very some very heavy damage. That being the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, who took a vicious assault from the status symbols.
I agree. I think Jimmy Lee should be on his way to the nearest hospital.
Oh, hard shot by Crosshair Kelly. And Robbie Collins struggling to get back up to the corner, and he's yet to be in this match. Big time tornado DDT by J.J. DeVille.
Could this be it?
That tornado.
Wrong corner, J.J. Wrong corner.
That tornado.
And here comes Robbie Collins. Drop kick apiece for Pat and Crosshair Kelly. Super kick apiece.
The redneck kid looking like the wild kid.
Big time
coming out of the blocks. Look at disbelief on his face.
It'll take much more than that to put down Crosshair Kelly.
I gotta give credit to the redneck kid. He came in and he lit a tornado in this gymnasium.
Again, Warhorse playing a lot of good strategy, cutting open season off from each other.
Nice three-piece combination. And JJ with the save.
They might do the biggest sentons I've ever seen.
No, biggest senton was earlier tonight by Tommy Chill.
To be honest, I don't even think JJ got the save. I think that the redneck kid just kind of kicked out. JJ was a little late on the save, but at some point, I don't think there's going to be much left to save.
Oh, they're going for the crucifix bomb again. Robbie fights out. And Pat clotheslines Crosshair Kelly. Pat sent flying out the ring. Robbie Collins follows. And JJ going for that frog splash.
JJ DeVille, the glory hound, coming to get his.
The frog splash!
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, open season!
You gotta give them credit. They hung in there, they weathered the storm, and it was open season for the Warhorse.
Now, how would this go for them in their fourth fight? 3 fights in, all 3 of them wars.
Look, open season is done. Even though they won this match, because J.J. DeVille continues to be a glory hound and a hot dog and a grandstander, there's no way they can win this tournament. Too much damage has been done.
All I know is this tag team that was thrown together on crazy circumstances is still advancing in this tournament. And Warhorse is frustrated.
Crosshair Kelly tearing his hair out. If you're Warhorse right now, how are you feeling?
You're feeling like you got absolutely cheated. Because again, the official seemed to be in the pocket of open season.
What is with you with the officials being in the pockets of the wrong team?
Look, I'm going based on what I observe. But here's a better question, gentlemen. Seriously. Is there any way open season can survive this tournament after the damage they've just taken?
All I know is that that proclamation that Crosshair Kelly laid out to us a little bit earlier, unfortunately, is not going to come true today.
It's fair, but again, can open season find a way when you consider all the damage they've taken?
It remains to be seen.
I don't think so.
It definitely remains to be seen, like we said.
And they will take on the winners of our next contest,
who is also
scheduled for one fall.
You know who's pretty fresh?
Your official for this contest, referee Michael
Team
Sandy.
Alpha. Keep your eye on Team Alpha.
That's true.
Introducing first, representing the status symbols, about to be led to the ring by Wesley the Butler. They are the team of Random Pain and the Bouncer. They are Status Symbols Alpha.
Speaking of,
well, once again, you speak of the devil, and here they come. The biggest smile on his face he could possibly have. Go figure.
The Bouncer still feeling that beat down. He took the hands into the Papagino.
The status symbol.
Look, gentlemen, you saw the smile on Random Pain's face. He's got another plan. To be fair, he said that about the Caboco Warriors, and he had one.
The status symbol.
I can't say anything about that one.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 525 pounds, they are the team of the Living Nightmare, Jimmy Lee and Jimmy Henrdrix. Together they are the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience.
Going into this match, how do you think Jimmy Lee's going to be with his arm?
Jimmy Lee is wounded. There's no chance.
Going into this match, how do you think Jimmy Lee's going to be feeling with his arm?
Well, all things considered, I mean, they look like they are, still banged up, but I don't know whether it's adrenaline or what it is, but the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience looks like they're ready for a fight.
But here's the thing about adrenaline high wheels. It wears off. And when it wears off, Jimmy Lee, as we know, Brother Bear, he's a wounded man. You got to think the odds are long.
Jimmy Lee is anything but a man.
Once again, throwing his jacket.
That's him. That's him putting the line in the sand.
I think considering the chair shot he took, I think it's fair play. But you got to imagine this is a fair. It's not a fair, but it's a very lucky roll of the dice for the Status Symbols Team Alpha.
Well, look, as much as you may say fair, keep in mind, Jimmy Lee in the first match continued to throw his jacket.
I'm actually shocked to see Random Pain start the match. That shoulder already giving Jimmy Lee issues.
Jimmy Lee looks like he's very banged up, but he's ready to fight, as we said. At this point, I think it's just a matter of pride.
Well, pride come before the fall.
Neither man following there as they collide in the middle of the ring.
Brandon Payne and the Living Nightmare have such a long, storied history. These two know each other like the back of their hands.
No cheap shot by Random Pain.
You can tell that Random Pain and Jimmy Lee, again, they just have such a familiarity with each other.
I'll give Random Pain credit on not rushing into this kind of fight. He's going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Well, these two being against each other, Brother Bear, feels like a tale as old as time. You can just tell the history. Reverse chin lock.
Just cranking back on the neck area.
There's nothing pretty about it, but it is effective. And Random Pain is a guy that's been through so many battles, so many wars. You can't imagine that his tenacity and pain level, as far as tolerance goes, is what it used to be.
I think Random Pain just bit Jimmy Lee.
I don't think that's the smartest decision, seeing as how his hands were covered in blood.
Not very sanitary either.
Especially in this day and age.
Maybe a little payback here? Yep. Turnabout's fair play.
Oh, that is sadistic. Turnabout's fair play.
It's Jimmy Lee, for Christ's sake.
And yet these people cheer him like he's a hero.
That's because he's not some stuck-up snob at the Status Symbols.
At some point, you had to wonder when this was going to become a factor. The bouncer just absolutely working that arm.
Not having very much effect now, is it?
No, but I do have to give Mr. Logani one thing. He was right. At some point, adrenaline does wear off. And how much longer can Jimmy Lee keep this up?
And that, to drive that shoulder into the turnbuckle area could have been the worst thing that happened to Jimmy Lee. Just when it felt like he was fighting through the pain, it gets re-aggravated. And Random Pain, being the master strategist, goes right back to work on it. And our feelings on Random Pain aside, all three of us, you have to own up to the fact that he is a competitor. He has to take advantage of that injury.
Absolutely.
Probably the smartest mind in this company right now.
All Kenny Henrdrix can do is watch And that is a painful, painful feeling.
I'll tell you what, whenever he gets in this match, it'll be painful for whoever's in there with him.
You know, I am kind of surprised that Jimmy's been in there for so long. He has had moments where he's been in control and hasn't made the tag. And right now it does seem like that's coming back to bite him a little bit, because you would think that Kenny Henrdrix would be the one to start this match. Granted, they both took a beating, but you would argue that Jimmy took the bigger beating, taking that shot with the chair on his arm.
That's probably why Jimmy's starting this match. He has a score to settle. He wants to cause pain.
But Hot Wheels, you said it. You said it. Pride. Jimmy Lee's pride will not allow him to admit to himself and frankly all these people that he's severely hurt and probably shouldn't even be in there right now.
Finally, hot tag to Kenny Henrdrix.
And Random Pain felt the pain there, no denying it. And Henrdrix.
Thumb to the eye by Random Pain.
Thumb to the eye. It was a survival tactic, no doubt about it. I'll even give it to you, Brother Bear. He did it to survive, but that's what you got to do.
If your opponents are Jimmy Lee and Kenny Henrdrix, I would assume so. Now they're doing the same isolation game they had on Jimmy.
And what a shot by the bouncer. Suddenly he feels fresher than daisies. The bouncer just absolutely runs over Kenny Henrdrix. That's got to be it.
Only a 2 count. It's going to take much more than a drop kick to put down Kenny Henrdrix.
That's not just a drop kick. That's a drop kick coming from the bouncer of the status symbols.
Yeah, we saw he got bounced around by the Kaboko Warriors last match.
Look, we're in the business of what have you done for me lately. Referee Mike Sandy having
that's having control in the match. Disrespectful. Just rip the bandana off of Kenny Henrdrix's head.
Yeah, but he's still in the match. Why is the ref not kicking him out?
We're past the 5 count here, sir. He should be out.
Look, you got to let these two teams settle in the ring. It's not fair to be called a disqualification. These two teams have such bad blood, obviously. The referee's got to give us some leeway.
Anything to be on the status symbol side, huh?
I'm not on the status symbol side. I'm saying that these fans have paid hard-earned money to see this match come to a conclusion that is fair and that is decided by the competitors. Nobody wants to see the referee decide anything. As a Buckeye fan, I think you'd understand that.
Again with this Buckeye nonsense.
Are you not a Buckeye fan?
That's besides the point, sir.
Okay, then it's not nonsense.
Something else that isn't nonsense is how much Kenny Henrdrix might be in trouble right here. The status symbols just deliberately picking him apart piece by piece. And right now, unfortunately, Jimmy Henrdrix is not doing his tag team partner any favors, arguing with the ref.
Well, that's because the Living Nightmare is acting like a living Neanderthal.
Ref, turn your back.
The ref would turn his back if Jimmy Lee wasn't acting like a maniac. He's got to throw it out. Jimmy Lee just cost his team the tag titles.
And of course, the ref didn't disqualify Random Pain for being in the ring as the illegal man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience from the tournament. Therefore, Status Symbols Alpha have advanced to the finals.
I do have to give you credit about one thing, Logan. You are right. As much as he made the save for his tag team partner, he did cost them the match.
That's because for as great as Jimmy Lee has always been, for as much of a legend as he is in this area, he's never been able to control his temper and his emotions, and every now and again, even at this stage of his career, it gets the better of it. Frankly, Jimmy Lee's got no one to blame but himself. So that's how that looks. And again, boys, I'm telling you, the favorites of this tournament are the status symbols.
I'm still sticking with open season.
Open season is too beat down. They're done. They're burnt.
That's because they actually fight their matches.
So what I heard was they don't have the strategy to avoid the damage.
I got to give you one thing. They are the freshest team, it seems like, so far in this tournament.
Jimmy Lee has got no one to blame but himself.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
It's Lady Payne once again, and I'm here with several other fans here at Shocktober Showdown, ASWA's awesome show here in Mansfield, Ohio. And I am here with, what's your name?
Garrett Kidd.
Awesome. And your name? Tammy. Tammy?
Savannah.
Savannah. Awesome. And I love your costume. You are very bloody. I love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so how about you? How are you enjoying the show tonight?
It's really fun.
Really fun, yeah. Who would you say is your favorite wrestler?
It's between the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins, and the Living Nightmare, Jimmy Lee.
I like them too. Awesome, awesome. How about you guys?
We'd have to say Robbie.
Robbie? Awesome. All righty. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in here at ASWA's Shocktober Showdown. I'm Lady Payne here on Score on Our Network, the new generation of sports talk. We'll be right back.
Robbie!
It is now time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It is now time for the moment you've all come to see. It is time for your main event of the evening! The following contest is your finals in the ASWA Tag Team Championship Tournament! The winner of this match will be crowned the ASWA Tag Team Champions. And it is, of course, scheduled for one fall. Your official for this contest, referee Mako Kalin.
And still no love for Mako.
Well, look, he's just trying to do his job. As you suck, chance break. Where's the decorum?
This is not. These aren't her angle you sucks either.
I will say that's a new one.
Where's the class?
That's a new one.
Introducing first, from high atop Status Towers, representing the status symbols, Random Pain and the Bouncer. They are Status Symbols Alpha.
Here's my pick, boys.
Well, yeah, third and final match of the night. Let's see how this
Everything's on the line right here. Tag titles.
I will say one thing's for certain. The demeanor has changed to the status symbols. Last match
symbols.
The status symbols.
The status symbols.
The status symbols making a mockery out of Mako.
Well, that mockery may lead to championship gold here in just a moment.
And their opponents at a total combined weight of 398 pounds. They are the team of the ASWA Universal Champion, J.J. DeVille, and the Redneck Kid, Robbie Collins. Together they are Open Season!
And here's my pick to win. Robbie Collins calling a shot on Random Payne, and Random Payne gave him one slug back.
I think if Robbie Collins had a different partner, I'd put differently. But the glory hound, J.J. DeVille, I think he'll find a way to screw it up.
Who knows? Random Payne seems to be having fun with this knee.
Well, it comes all down to this. Can not only Open Season get the win.
Oh, here comes Barry Hardy.
Commissioner Barry Hardy to say something.
Right, that's a little better. Little surprise for you guys. This match right here is now a no holds barred.
Wow. Commissioner Barry Hardy just made it a no holds barred match for the ASWA Tag Team Championships.
We thought the ref had no control before. This is going to be interesting.
You got to think, though, that does play a little bit of favor into the favor of Open Season. They can now do whatever they want. They can add some advantages to kind of take over the fact that they've had to have some grueling matches over the last couple of matches.
That being said, status symbols can also do everything they want to do, and it'll be legal.
That is fair.
Which means keep your eye on the other team. I know they're not out here right now, but they could be.
Yeah, you have to wonder.
Team Beta.
You have to wonder how long before the rest of the status symbols make an appearance.
If the rest of the status symbols show up, then I can only suspect Jimmy Lee will show up.
Little back and forth showmanship going on here.
Well, of course, again, DeVille's gotta be a showboat.
Fan favorite Robbie Collins doesn't even have to raise his hands.
Collar elbow tie up into the corner. The bouncer making his presence felt. Both the bouncer and J.J. DeVille have taken a lot of punishment this evening. Collins and Random Payne are certainly the fresher men of their two teams. Going to be interesting to see how long those two stay in there.
J.J. DeVille wiping the sweat on referee Mako. And quick tag to Random Payne.
That really should be a disqualification, that kind of disrespect.
It's no holds barred. They can do whatever they want.
Does that mean we can lack class? Random Payne and Robbie Collins. Collar elbow. The back of the corner. You would assume that Random Payne has the strength advantage, but you certainly have to give the quickness advantage to Collins. Nice filling out process here. Random Payne, the grizzled veteran. Let's not forget that Collins is the redneck kid and his uncle is Kid Collins, so he understands veterans.
Nice atomic drop.
Collins doing a little showboat, and I'm not sure that's going to earn him any favors. Random Payne, good ring awareness as he sorts himself out.
I mean, if you took that move, I would assume you want to get out too.
The bouncer. Slings Collins along. The bouncer's a big man.
Talk about showboating.
Spear to the referee.
The official's been taken out. What a spear. Unfortunately, the official is down.
No holds barred, though. It doesn't matter. This match won't end in disqualification.
But somebody's got to make the count, Hot Wheels.
You got me there. But for right now, it's an all-out brawl now.
This could be anarchy. The bouncer working over Collins. Shoulder press. Tackle. Random Payne.
Payne coming off the ropes and getting sent right out.
Random Payne getting sent through. Now the bouncer getting beat up. Collins is getting himself. DeVille has suddenly, J.J. DeVille has suddenly found a second win. I guess that's why he's Universal Champion.
Nobody to count, though.
There's not a count in sight.
We can count till 20. It's not going to matter.
Ref.
Everybody in the Malibor Auditorium is counted. Comes the ref. Kick out by the bouncer at the very last second. It's going to be two. Here come the rest of the status symbols.
And like I said, the kendo stick. Oh, but Robbie Collins has it.
Well, as you have been so inclined to remind us, Brother Bear, it's no DQ. This is all fair. This is all legal. This is all right.
And look who else is coming up. It's Kid Collins.
Kid Collins, the
but
legendary.
Will he help his nephew?
The legendary Kid Collins getting rid of the bouncer.
Is he really making the save on Robbie?
And getting Summer Random Payne, the legendary Kid Collins making his presence felt.
And they had their falling out at ASWA Rebirth, but
family is forever, I guess is what we're finding out.
Is blood really thicker than water?
What is that in the...
What is that?
I knew.
Kid Collins just blinded his own family.
It was too good to be true.
Kid Collins on the take with the status symbols. I tried to tell you, gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, we got new tag team champions. The status symbols. Random Payne had a plan. Kid Collins just cost his own nephew the tag title.
And who has
Robbie Collins choosing JJ DeVille as a tag team partner.
Kid Collins made his presence felt. Apparently some bitterness still lingers. And you ask the question, Hot Wheels, is blood thicker than water? Not on this night at Shocktober Showdown, as Kid Collins has cost his nephew the tag titles, the new champions, Brandon Payne and the Bouncer status symbols. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Whoa!
These fans are about ready to riot.
What does Barry Hardy have to say? Looks like he's got something on his mind.
I mean, what can he say? He made the rule.
The reality is this. As much as I'm stunned, I told all of you Brandon Payne had a plan. I never thought it'd be family.
We now have new holders of the ASWA Tag Team Championships as recognized by Executive Event Director Bad Boy Barry Hardy, the status symbols. Now, you two hold the Tag Team Championships after so much foul play. How can you celebrate this? How can you live with yourselves like this? To think that you are happy, to think that this was honorable?
I'm with Cody.
Think you're going to talk to me like that? You think you're going to talk to us like that? Let me be honest with you. We're going to show you the same thing we showed Axel earlier. Respect.
Oh, come on. He's not even a wrestler.
And now they're going after Barry.
Now they're going after Barry Hardy. This is chaos. Here comes the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience, and everything is breaking down. This is absolute bedlam.
The status symbols got what they deserved.
You're right. They got the tag team titles.
They should have never put their hands on Barry Hardy.
They should have put their hands on Cody.
That's true, too.
And now Jimmy Lee throwing a chair. That could have made contact with us, but he's a madman.
I guess we're not so lucky.
We are the champions! Yeah!
Well, as much as I don't like it.
We heard you, Brandon Payne. We heard you.
Brandon Payne is right. They are the champions now. Your new tag team champions, the status symbols.
The status symbols are your new tag team champions, the Bouncer and Brandon Payne. But perhaps the biggest story, and again, I told you had a plan all night long, but I never guessed, I have to admit, for all my genius, I never guessed that he would get involved with family. Kid Collins shows up here at ASWA Shocktober Showdown and turns on his own nephew.
Well, you got to be at least happy about one thing. Cody is up, and he seems like he's okay. I don't know how smart it was to go after the status symbols, but at least he's standing up. Albeit barely.
I'll tell you one person who's not standing. Referee Michael.
Well, he took that spear, and, you know, our opinions aside of what went down, that spear was insane. Collins had full force. So with that, you see that Jimmy Lee and the Jimmy Henrdrix Experience making their way, as is Kid Collins. But the reality is this.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a night, huh? How you all feeling, Mansfield?
The reality is this. Kid Collins cost his nephew Robbie Collins the tag titles.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Collins is on the take.
We'll be back here Saturday, December 4th, ASWA Winter Reunion. It's the biggest show of the year, folks, and we will crown a new ASWA Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know. Maybe we'll
pre-sale tickets still on sale at the concession stand. But they will be on sale at ASWALive.com. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everyone here at the American States Wrestling Alliance, my name is Cody White. Have a good night.
Well, with that, I guess we'll get those answers at the reunion on December 4th. You're not going to want to miss it. Right here at the Malware Auditorium, December 4th, ASWA Winter Reunion. We get all these answers, and we just found out we're going to get a new World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
So with that, boys, you got any final thoughts before we bid farewell?
My final thoughts, the status symbols play to their strength. They played to their strengths. They got their belts. They got what they wanted. I don't agree with how it went down, but it happened.
I told you it would happen, but even I was stunned. I never thought it would involve family. The legendary Kid Collins has cost his own nephew. What else can happen here? This has been ASWA's Shocktober Showdown. We'll see you on December 4th. Come on down for Winter Reunion. This has been ASWA's Shocktober Showdown presented by Score On Air. Right here on the Score On Air Network. We're out of here. God bless. Be safe. Be well.
The following is a broadcast produced and starring students from the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus and their sports program, Score On Air.